Let's talk about Helen of Troy. Now, this one, it's kind of a crazy company, Pete. They have so many different verticals. But basically, if you've heard of Hydro Flask, they make that. If you've heard of OXO, which are kind of like a higher end version of can openers or bottle openers and, kitchen, not so much appliances, not motorized things as much as just things like spatulas and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, they do a lot of things, and apparently not a lot of things really well, because the shares were down over 34% today. Now, the good news, Pete, is that they've recovered a little bit. Now they're only down 26%. It was down to 60.
That's an optimist right there.
That's a fresh low on the year, but they bounced back to 65. I think, Pete, basically the fact that their earnings surprised that they missed by almost 38%, not surprisingly, they traded down almost that same amount before bouncing. What do you think of this one, and would you touch it here?
I don't think you can touch it yet, John, because clearly there is some sort of an issue. A year ago, their earnings were $1.94. Now they're 99 cents, which is far below not only a year ago, but it's also below the 159 that people were looking for this quarter. So there's obviously some issues going on, and until they can remedy that, I think this one's probably a no touch. I don't think you want to buy this thing on this kind of a dip, because what is the rational reason that you see? Especially they followed up with one other thing, John, that we always say, the full year outlook cut. So there's a lot of problems about this report. This is not something, it's interesting too, because just last quarter they beat. It was a strong quarter, but somebody out there thinks this stock stinks. And I say that because when you look at the shorts, there's about a 12 to maybe as high as 18% short interest here. At some point, maybe they start to cover, but until they start to cover and show us that this stock actually has hit the bottom and it's maybe got room for the upside, I don't think you want to jump into here by any means.
Yeah, I don't think you do either. Like I say, too many different brands under this one. No, that's not a negative. That's obviously a positive, except maybe they paid too much for some of those brands, Pete. And, their debt burden has to be kind of exciting some of those shorts to the point where they say, you know what, I'm going to stay short.
Yeah.